everyone, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 8 ways to keep a clean home, and more importantly how to keep on top of your clean home also. And if you enjoy these kind of videos, then please give this video a big thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to me. And I've also been going through my analytics recently, and about 80% of you that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy these kind of videos that I post, like cleaning, lifestyle content, then please consider subscribing to my channel. It would really help me out. I really appreciate it. And also leave me a comment down below because I love chatting with everyone that comments on my videos as well. But yes, thank you so much. If I have earned your subscription today, it would really mean a lot. So without further ado, I think we should get into today's video. Okay, so tip number 1 then is every day when you wake up, make your bed. Now this is something that I've actually been doing for a really long time. So as soon as I get up in the morning and everyone has gone downstairs, I come upstairs and I make my bed and fully make it, plump the cushions, put the blanket on, put the throw on, just make it look really nice, organised and well made. Now the rest of my bedroom can be a complete state, not too messy, because I like to try and keep on top of it, but the rest of your bedroom can be semi-unorganised or messy. But because like the main area of your bedroom is the bed, the room is going to look a lot more organised and tidy if your bed is made. And it also sets me up for the day knowing that my bed is made, knowing that my bedroom is semi-tidy, even if I'm staying at home for work in the bedroom or whether I am going into the office, just knowing that I've got a well-made bed is going to make me feel a lot more motivated about my day. Okay, so point number 2 then to keep on top of your clean home is to keep on top of the dishwasher. So I feel really blessed and lucky to be able to have a dishwasher. This house that we're in now is the first house that I've ever had a dishwasher, and before then we just did the washing up by hand and I didn't really know any different. I didn't actually have a dishwasher when I was younger, or my family didn't have a dishwasher, so moving into here was like it was like gold dust having this dishwasher, and now I couldn't live without it. It's like become my right arm or my best friend, and I use it probably about twice a day. But I like to make sure that I'm keeping on top of it. So every evening once I've done the cooking, or in the morning, breakfast, those kind of things, I like to make sure I'm well stacking the dishwasher so I can just switch it on straight away after dinner, let it run its course. And I like to ensure that every evening before I go to bed I empty the dishwasher. I feel like this is one less job that I need to do the following morning. Sometimes if I put it on a little bit late, which I'm guilty of doing a little bit, but I will make sure I get up first thing in the morning, and before I go on with like making breakfast and drinks and those kind of things, I will empty the dishwasher before anything else, so it is ready just to reuse again. But if I can, I will try and empty it the previous evening, the night before, when I've actually used the dishwasher. It just makes sort of the next morning a lot more organised, because again, breakfast is like a really chaotic time, especially with children, and then I can just shove everything in the dishwasher, forget about it, switch it on, and not have to worry about it in the mornings with kids again, which is really stressful trying to get them ready, worrying about the washing up. Okay, so point number 3 then for a clean home and for keeping on top of it is when you are cooking, whether it's breakfast, lunch or dinner in the kitchen, keep on top of the cleaning. I was very guilty many years ago of when I used to cook. I would just use every utensil, every piece of crockery I could find in my kitchen, and eventually the kitchen would just look like a bomb's hit it. I would have nowhere to plate food up, I would have nowhere to do any cooking. So I decided that I needed to make a change in my cooking habits and clean up as I go. So either, well, 2 options depending on how much you're cooking. Once you have cooked and eaten, clean up immediately. You're going to feel so much better about yourself if you have a nice clean kitchen for the rest of the evening or the rest of the day, ready for the following morning. But even better, as you are cooking, clean as you go. So once you are done with one particular ingredient, put that back in the cupboard, put it back in the fridge. Once you are done with the utensil, either wash it up, put it in the dishwasher, ready for the dishwasher to be switched on after dinner. This is just going to make your workspace so much more clearer. You're going to feel more organised, you feel like you're going to be on top of the cooking a little bit more, and it's not going to seem as stressful in the evening. Like, I don't know about you, I am someone that enjoys cleaning, but the thought of having to do like a massive deep clean of my kitchen at like 9 o'clock, 10 p.m. in the evening, because the last thing I want in the morning is waking up to a really messy kitchen. that would just really set my day on the wrong foot. So keeping on top of your kitchen as you are cooking, or if you're not someone that can keep on top of the cooking, you've got other things to do, and you know, life gets on top of us, then clean up immediately after dinner to ensure that you're not sort of having a stressful night or worrying about it late in the evening or first thing in the morning. Okay, so point number 4 then is having a Hoover multiple times throughout the day. Now, hoovering can literally take 5 minutes of your day, depending on how big your house is, obviously. I'm sure it doesn't take Queen Elizabeth 5 minutes to clean Buckingham Palace, but it definitely takes sort of like between 5 and 10 minutes to hoover my home. And again, with having children, with snacks, you know, all kinds of things, children are guilty of getting just stuff everywhere. So instead of, I'm really guilty of spending a lot of time on my phone doing really pointless things like Candy Crush, or I don't know, scrolling through Instagram and looking at other people's lives, when really I have actually got stuff to do in my own life. I have started to spend a little bit more time reducing my screen time and doing things that are a bit more productive, or things that are for myself. So I have started just doing a few bits of housework. So one of the things I've noticed that has really been helping me is hoovering throughout the day. Like I said, it takes between 5 and 10 minutes, and it can just freshen up your front room. Putting a bit of shake and vac down, it can just make it smell a lot nicer, and it can just fresh up your whole house really, just having a bit of a hoover throughout the day. You won't have to do as much of like an intense hoover later on in the evening. Okay, so point number 5 then, to have a clean home, but then also more importantly, keeping on top of it. This is something that I used to really struggle keeping on top with, and there was only 3 of us in our house, but that is doing a load of washing a day. I was really guilty of just letting the washing pile up, and then I would panic at the weekends and think, oh my goodness, I have no towels, George doesn't have any vests left to wear, and then I'd be rushing to get multiple wash loads done that evening, ready probably for the next morning. Luckily, again, I do have a tumble dryer, which is probably, that'll be my left arm and also my best friend. My dishwasher and my tumble dryer are just the 2 things I couldn't live without at the moment. But yes, back on track. So in terms of doing a washing load a day, making sure that I am keeping on top of the washing, making sure that we always have towels, George has clothes, I have clothes, making sure that I'm just keeping on top of the washing. Sometimes I end up doing 2 loads of washing a day, depending on what I have to wash. Some of George's clothes are quite delicate. Sometimes, you know, things I've used for cleaning I will wash separately to obviously clothes and things like that. And I've noticed recently that depending on, even if there's not much left in my washing basket, chucking it in the washing machine, keeping on top of it, just really makes my life so much easier. And I can just ensure that I've always got clean clothes, clean towels ready for everybody in the house for the following day. Okay, so point number 6 then for having a clean home is something that I've always sort of had since moving into this house, but something that I've really been focusing on a lot more recently, and that is having routines. So that is having a morning routine and an evening routine. I am someone that thrives off having routines, and I have like a routine within like my personal life, so like my evening routine of doing my skincare, having a bath, get everything ready for the following morning, and then I also have a morning routine as well. But I have been having a cleaning routine as well every morning and evening. So I will post my sort of evening and cleaning routines down below if you guys want to go and check those out. I have filmed previous ones in the past, but briefly, my morning routine will consist of me getting up, emptying the dishwasher if it isn't something that I've done the night before. If I haven't done it the night before, I will empty the dishwasher, get that nice and cleared ready for the day. If I have already emptied it the night before, then the first thing then that I will come down and do is obviously breakfast for myself and George. I will then obviously make sure that I'm tidying up the kitchen as I go and putting things in the dishwasher once I'm finished. I like to make sure that I'm wiping down all my surfaces, having a hoover after breakfast as well, and just giving everything a freshen up. And then in the evening, again, I like to go around making sure that I'm cleaning up after dinner, making sure my kitchen is nice and tidy, going around just having a bit of a spruce up, putting away George's toys, having a hoover. So in the morning I am waking up to a clean home, and I haven't actually then got too much to do in terms of cleaning in the morning, but it does wake me up. Having a clean home sets you off on the right foot, and then you can just keep on top of the cleaning throughout the day. Okay, so point number 7 then is never leaving a room empty-handed, unless obviously the room you're leaving is empty, but taking things with you all the time. So instead of getting up and walking to the kitchen, I get up, see what is around me that needs doing, and pick that up and put that thing where it needs to be before going where I need to go. For example, I put a lot of things on the stairs I know need to go upstairs, so when I go upstairs to the bathroom or to get something, I will take whatever is next to me up with me, and this just reduces the amount that I actually have to do when I go around and do my cleans, whether it's a weekly clean, a morning, evening routine clean. It makes it a lot more simpler and easier when you're actually doing those things. I like to make sure that when we have finished with breakfast, or when we've finished with snack time, or you know, any kind of rubbish drink, whether it's a bowl, a plate, a can of Coke, I can just make sure that I'm taking those things with me to the kitchen and putting them in the bin. Like I say, this just reduces the amount of cleaning you actually have to do when you come to doing these evening and morning routines. And my point number 8 then is ensuring that I am sorting out the recycling and the rubbish every evening instead of letting it build up. So making sure, well, we have a few sort of things. So we've got our bin that we put in all like the dry rubbish. We have obviously got our cardboard, we have got our recycling, and then we also have like nappies and food. So every evening after dinner, I make sure that I put all the food waste into a particular bag, and I take that out immediately, just so it doesn't sort of create smells over evening and lingering in the bin. With the recycling, I make sure I take that out every night. I just leave it on the side, and then I can take it out to the recycling bin every evening, again, just so it avoids any sort of build-ups at all. And then in terms of the dry rubbish, pretty much all of our dry rubbish, obviously for the 2 weeks before the binman comes, will stay in that bin, and then at the end of those 2 weeks I will take it out and put it in the outside bin when it is full, or obviously before then. If it gets full, I will obviously take it out. And then like I say, like in terms of cardboard and recycling and things like that, I'll make sure I'm just keeping on top of it and taking it out every evening, so it just avoids clutter within the kitchen. So that is the end of today's video. They are the 8 tips that I stick to, or try and stick to the majority of the time, to have a nice clean home. But like I said at the beginning, more importantly, it's like a nice way to be able to keep on top of your clean home, just to reduce the amount that you actually have to do when you come round to do these deep cleans, or sort of in your morning or your evening. It's just a nice way to keep on top of the house. Guys, if you enjoy these kind of videos like cleaning, motherhood, lifestyle, then like I said at the beginning, I really hope this video earned your subscription. I hope you can subscribe to me and like this video, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.